One of the newest rap stars on the scene, Miss SUKIHANA, has a lot of people talking right now, and the conversation is about women getting what they want and what they need financially from the men that they are engaging in sex with. She took to Instagram to express her thoughts on this subject, and this is what she had to say.
What was the morals when you out there fucking multiple niggas for free? What morals did you have? Because I thought that was not having self-respect. If you gonna let a nigga use you up and you ain't gonna put no tax on yourself, I thought self-respect is when you know your worth and you tax niggas. I didn't think that was prostitution. I thought that was self-respect. I thought after you fucking nigga or you fucking with a nigga, he supposed to be helping you. I didn't know he was supposed to take. I didn't know you was supposed to be cooking, spending your time, spending your conversation, giving him your company, let him come up in your fucking house and not contribute. I thought that was no self-respect. I thought you was supposed to make a nigga pay his motherfucking way. Yeah, I thought that was morals. I thought making a nigga show you that you worthy was morals. I thought a man whining and dining you and doing things for you was having morals. What the fuck? Y'all getting being independent mixed up, bitch. Because I'm independent as a bitch. I'm independent. I don't need no nigga for nothing. But I think y'all getting it mixed up. I think y'all think it's just because you could pay your own bills.
I think her message kind of got lost in translation. If you know Suki, she is known for her very raunchy, vulgar, very sexually explicit lyrics and just her overall persona. She speaks often about how being free with her sexuality, an expression of her sexuality, makes her feel liberated. Her, as well as pretty much all the female rappers, are not shy about speaking on things like getting what they want from the men that they deal with. So I think it tends to come off as sex being a transactional thing between a man and a woman. I give you sex, you pay a bill, you take me out to eat, etc. But to be honest, I'm going to give Suki more credit than that. I think she sees a bigger picture when it comes to men and women. And it's something that I feel is kind of lost on our generation in this new age of feminism and female independence. The gender roles are just kind of being blurred. To me, sex is whatever that individual wants it to be. If you want to have sex just to have sex and not expect anything in return from someone, that's your prerogative and it's okay. If you have boundaries set for yourself, if you have expectations and choose not to deal with somebody unless they meet those expectations, whether it be taking you out or waiting 90 days like Joan on Girlfriends, or whatever your boundaries may be before engaging in sex with somebody, or if you choose to engage in sex with someone, I think that's okay too. However, I will say that I feel like a lot of us women aren't being truly honest with ourselves when it comes to what we truly want from men. It's okay to have expectations. It's okay to want a man to do manly things. Personally, I'm fine with gender roles. I'm fine with making sure the household is taken care of, making sure the kids are taken care of, and having a man who will at least have basic knowledge of fixing stuff around the house or at the car, or paying bills or whatever the case may be. And it's like, of course you can do it for yourself. Nobody is going to take that away from you. It's just something about knowing that you're taken care of in the presence of a man, especially a man that you're sleeping with. I've experienced all sides of this. I have experienced engaging in sex that I just wanted to be just sex, and it was that, and it was fine. I've engaged in sex where, I thought that was all I wanted, but then, when I did try to call on a person for help, they didn't come through, and then I felt crazy. I felt kind of used, and just, it didn't feel good. I've also dealt with a man who was going to make sure that I was straight, period. No matter what time I called, no matter what I needed, they're going to do what they have to do to make sure I was straight. And who doesn't want that? I just think that it is up to the individual. But I also challenge us as women to truly be honest about our wants and our needs, and to not be afraid to make sure that our wants and needs are taken care of in all aspects: mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually. We deserve that. And on the flip side, if a man is dealing with a woman, how are you comfortable with being in somebody's space who is telling you that they need help and you not doing anything about it? How are you comfortable with laying with somebody who is needing help with her rent and you laying in her bed and you're not gonna do anything? But then again, that's also a man's prerogative. If he wants to deal with somebody, no strings, that's on him. I just don't think that anybody should be put down regardless for what they expect from people after they do what they want to do with their own bodies. Because the shaming goes both ways. Let me say that too. Girls who don't ask for things from men, they get looked down on as well from girls who make sure they make their man cut a check, as Suki says. They get looked at crazy for not having their bills paid by a man, for not having a man to get them a bag or whatever. I think a lot of these conversations about men and women and dating and gold diggers and bum niggas or whatever, these conversations would be deaded if we all just dealt with people who actually cared about us. Because all of this stuff, to me, happens naturally when you are dealing with somebody who gives a fuck. Men, don't get mad at women for dealing with men who meet their needs financially. Find you somebody that likes you. To the women who feel that asking a man for things makes the sex a transactional experience, it makes you a hoe, it makes you a prostitute, a gold digger, whatever. The only thing that makes sex transactional is if you are a sex worker. If it is a known agreement between you and the other person that you are having sex in exchange for money, that's a transaction. But dealing with somebody with feelings involved and dating or in a relationship, that's called dating and being in a relationship. It's just up to the individual, and it's okay either way. Whatever you want, just make sure that you are getting what you want and need, and don't lie to yourself about what you want and need. I think we care a lot about what other people think. Oh, he's gonna look at me this way. My friends are gonna look at me like a hoe, like a gold digger. Or you're just a person getting what you want and what you need from a relationship. If you need help, ask. You ain't scared to ask your parents, your friends, anybody else who cares about you. And let's be real, when it comes to sex, men are mostly sex driven, right? I'm finna get all the way real, okay? Most times when sex happens, it's because a man wants it. If it's a woman and a man who maybe they haven't been together for a long time, or they're just like kicking it or whatever, and they hang out and a man initiates sex, most likely the woman would have been good without the sex. We're gonna engage because we enjoy it, but at the end of the day, men are the ones who want the sex. So that's your want and that's your need, right? And you get that fulfilled. So why can't we have our needs and wants fulfilled? Why is that looked down upon. I know a lot of ladies who spoil their men, and I know a lot of men who spoil their women. And I think that each of those groups will tell you that they just, they do it because they love that person, because they care about them, because they feel like they deserve it. And you don't have to fight to prove that you deserve that from somebody. You should just be dealing with people who already see your value. That's my take. I'm interested to hear your comments. What do you guys think? Is getting money from a man, does it make you a hoe? Does it make you a gold digger? What does not asking for what you need from a man, what does that make you? I'm interested to hear you guys' feedback. Leave your comments below. Stay tuned for more and see you next time.